Hello. Today we're going to go over desking setup and admin level 1 in the admin menu of Dealer Socket. To access this, you're going to go ahead and click on the gear icon. You're going to pull up the admin menu and we're going to go down to the desking section. One thing to note, you do have to have our desking product in order to access this. The other thing I wanted to note and just kind of make really clear, there are two other options listed here for level 2 and print form admin. Our recommendation is before any changes are ever made in those two sections, please reach out to your CSM and have them look over that. Also, you know, just so you are aware, when we install a desking tool, we try to match payments with the DMS as best as we can. Sometimes we're within the penny. Sometimes depending on different, in some states tax rules can change from county to county. We may be a little bit off, but we're usually pretty close. We do that and we make adjustments with that in admin level 2. So if anything is adjusted in admin level 2, it could mess that up, and it could hurt your dealership. So again, please reach out to your CSM before you ever access those portions of the admin menu. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click into the desking setup and admin level 1. Essentially what this covers are, any protections or aftermarkets or recons that we have in the desking tool itself. It gives us the ability to go ahead and edit those. So on our protections, we can go ahead and edit our vehicle service contracts, our gap, our maintenance, and it's pretty easy to go in and adjust those. All you're going to do is hit this arrow on the right-hand side, and you can go ahead and make any adjustments that you're going to need to make as far as cost and those sort of things. You can just make those adjustments right there. Whether or not you want to default that is just going to be simply by flipping this toggle right here. That means it's going to default to every car deal, and it would have to be manually removed if you did not want it in the car deal. You can quickly see if something's defaulted just by looking on the left-hand side whether the box is checked or unchecked. Right there, you can see the check mark is green versus gray. If you want to add a protection, just up in the upper right-hand side here, you can click Add Protection. Go ahead and add in all your information that you need and go ahead and hit Save. Aftermarkets, it's the same thing. You can go ahead and adjust anything that you need. So like for example, VIN etch, we've got it set up to apply to the front. It's a hard add, it's taxed, it's going to default to everything. And then we can go ahead and make that. Same thing if you wanted to add a product, you would just fill in all this information for those products as well. The last section is under recons. So in the admin tool, under our trade section, we have a trade devaluation sheet that we like to use where you can, essentially show the customer what the book value on a vehicle would, or on their trade would be, and then list all the recon items that would be needed. In this section, we want to list items that maybe we show every time, hey, we're going to do a safety check. We're going to have to, we always do some sort of paint repair, whether that be, buffing the vehicle out, cleaning it up, and we always do a detail. So rather than just assume that cost, we can actually pass that on to the customer and say, hey, your vehicle might be worth this much, but I'm going to have to do this, and this, and that's how I got to the number that I got to. So any common ones that we tend to see, whether that be like, tires or a windshield or something like that, you can go ahead and add those here. It's pretty easy. You're just, going to hit add, and then you can specify whether it's defaulted, put the name on it, and what the value of that's going to be. If you have any other questions about this, or you want a personal walkthrough, please reach out to your CSM. They'll be happy to help you out with that. Thanks.